Your classroom is loud. Yep, I said it. Oh well. Baby, it is loud. And when I say loud, it's not loud because it should be loud. It's loud because it's chaos and loud, right? I need to give you 3 reasons on why that room is loud and what you need to do to calm a loud classroom. Hey, if you're new here, I'm Coach Ty, and on this channel, we talk about all things children, all things childcare, and all things childcare professionals. So if that is you and you enjoy content like that, hit the subscribe button, click on the notification bell so that you don't miss any content I put out. Now, baby, that classroom is loud. When I say loud, the teacher next door is trying to understand, is it a classroom or a zoo? That's too loud. But I get it. Sometimes it just gets that way. And you need tools and practical steps that you can use every day so that you ensure the classroom is just not out of control. There's a difference between just being loud because we're having a time, right? And the kids are enjoying themselves and you're enjoying being their teacher. But then there is a different kind of loud, meaning you don't have any control. The children are running rampant. There's no rhyme or reason to the loudness. It's just loud. There's 2 different louds. But it is not okay for your classroom to be chaotically loud, if that makes sense. The first thing you need to do, though, if it is figure out what is going to work when it is time to connect with those babies. What will you do? Will you lower the lights? Right? That's something that you can do. You can kind of turn the lights down if you have the ability to do that. If you have the ability to fully turn the lights off, I also recommend that because the kids need to know that there is a specific thing that you do to get their attention. So the first thing you can honestly do is turn off the lights. Usually when you're in a classroom that's loud and chaotic and then the lights go off, you'll hear a scream from the kids because they're like, what in the world is going on here? But then you gain full control after that because after that scream comes a silence that then is golden, right? You're able to connect with them. You're able to give them what it is that they need. But you have to figure out, what can I do to kind of get their attention and get them to simmer down a little bit so that you can then regain control of the classroom. And the first thing you can do is lower the lights. The second thing you can do if that chaos is just out of control, it's loud, it's ridiculously foolish in the room, right? Everybody's just acting a fool. Second thing you can do is connect with a special song or a chant. Anytime that I was in my classroom and my kids got loud, and when I say loud, probably louder than what I originally wanted them to be, I would connect with saying something like, Tootsie Roll Lollipop, and they would say, we've been talking, now let's stop. Or I would say something like, hello, 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 hello. And then they would say, how are you? How are you? But that's our way of connecting. Because again, I don't want to scream because the room is already loud. That makes no sense. That's just you getting frustrated even more because now you have to scream. You've raised up your blood pressure and it's a hot melting mess. No, don't scream. Give them what they need, and there is a connection to you. Bring them back to you. You may also do a little hand clap. My kids will follow it. Again, that's our way of connecting. That's our way of I'm trying to get through to y'all at this point because it is so loud and crazy in here. You guys screaming on top of Miss Ty screaming is just a screaming match and a recipe for disaster. So connect with them with a song or a chant. Get those things in play at the beginning of the school year. Don't wait until, you've gotten through most of the school year and now you're trying to bust out transitions. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. I need you to get those things down in your spirit right now at the beginning of the school year, right? When class first starts, you need to be on top of what you want to happen because it's only loud because you've not set a tone yet. So when you don't set a tone, guess what they're going to do? They're going to set the tone for you. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be what you don't want. So connect with them. Get it down in your soul that this is how I'm going to revert when it is so crazy in here. I got to revert back to these things. And that's going to be lowering the lights and maybe do your song or a chant or a hand clap or something that says, hey, I got something to say. Okay? The third thing that you can do, this is one of my favorites. If you are playing music, because I play music in my classroom, honey, I did not care. I played my music. We were going to jam out when it was station times. We were going to jam out when it was, just time for us to relax and kind of hone in on like maybe a small group. We were going to play music any chance that we got. But I understood that when my friends got louder than the music, and they also understood when you guys get louder than the music, what does Miss Ty do? She turns it off. I'm going to adjust the volume on that music. I'm going to turn off the music if I need to. I am going to adjust any sounds. I may have, ocean sounds playing, right? I may have safari sounds playing. Whatever it is that I have playing, and I feel like it is now chaos and confusion. It's just so loud and it's so crazy in here. Honey, all that stuff is going off. I'm turning it off because I now feel like you don't understand that you've gotten louder than the sounds that I have been playing in the background. If you are louder than the background music, my kiddos knew Miss Ty was turning it off. We will not be having any music, and it was going to be sad because we were going to be sitting down until we figured out how did we get the volume way up here when we were just down here. We had to figure it out first before we could continue to do the absolute next best fun thing, right? But adjust the music. Don't be afraid to do that. Adjust the sounds in that classroom. Make sure that you connect with a special song or a chant. That's something that you can do. And then the last thing, I mean it when I say lower the lights. Baby, lowering the lights gives everybody one big scream. They'll all go, ah! And then you look at them and they look at you and they're like, oh, okay. I guess you turned the lights off. Yes, I turned the lights off because it is loud and crazy in here and you do not want that. That's not what you want. So that's what I got for you today. Lower your lights, pick a special song or a chant, and adjust the music or the sounds that are hanging around in the background. Turn that stuff off so that you can then calm this loud classroom. If you enjoyed this content today, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, click on the notification bell, like this video, send it to a teacher friend so that we can stay connected. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.